I spoke with my mother yesterday, and she agrees with me that
Yeah.
that I must pay you.
Ken, don't. If I would have known that the multiplier was for the money, I would have never put $20 down.
Well, okay. So,
yeah, so it was a misunderstanding, so it doesn't count.
Misunderstanding.
Doesn't count.
And I'll still pay you.
No, God damn it, Ken, no, you will not.
I know a friend of mine. She said she knows how to hack the NFT and the Bitcoin. And she said it would be easy for
hey guys.
a small investment
I just want to let
from
you know
me to win.
I don't know if you guys.
Hey.
So that was my wife, Sonia, that came by.
She was lovely.
Yeah. And I just have to be upfront with all of you. We've been separated for 8 months. I was trying to put up the front that everything was okay because I was away from her, and I just want to apologize. I'm a liar, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Ross.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
So,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
you're a liar,
Of
Ross.
all of the human organs that have suboptimal design, today has taught me that the heart is the most flawed of all.
So that's the truth, Ross. You're a liar.
What we're going to do now is the defendant will present his closing argument. Because the plaintiff has the burden of proof, she gets to present a brief rebuttal. So, Mr. Morris, if you're ready to proceed,
Eu vou ter
please
que
do
falar
so.
no Instagram que o cara da série tá assistindo aqui o negócio.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let me just start by saying I'm not guilty of this crime.
Objection, Your Honor.
I thought I was gonna.
It's a civil trial, so there's no guilt or innocence. There's liability or non-liability.
Okay, I'm not liable for this crime.
Objection, Your Honor.
It's not a crime, so I'm going to sustain that.
I'm not liable for this accident. Not liable for this accident. It wasn't caused by any choice that I made. It was caused by fumes from chemicals.
Objection, Your Honor. Defense never presented any evidence of chemicals.
That's going to be sustained. Move to strike. Go ahead.
There's a substance called bromine.
Objection.
Sustained.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep going because the CDC says that survivors of serious poisoning caused by inhaling bromine may have
Objection.
long-term...
Sustained. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're to disregard any reference to chemicals or
Ninguém
bromine.
vai esquecer, né, cara?
Yeah. Sorry, what else do I have here? If I'm guilty, liable, sorry, of anything, it's not living up to my potential. I guess there's a silver lining to being sued. I'm realizing that not only do I have to take on some more responsibility in my life, but I actually want to now. I want to be a responsible adult.
You know, I always said that a man should stand up and take ownership of their mistakes. Like yesterday at the party, when Ross admitted to lying about his wife, Sonia. I didn't see that happen because I never made it to the party, which I apologize to Ross for.
The burden of proof is on the plaintiff. And they can't prove that I caused the accident, because I didn't. Please don't find me liable, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Morris.
We heard Trevor Morris's closing argument, and he was representing himself, and he did a very good job, and he looked very professional and handsome. Then Jaquise, when she heard his statement, she was like, oh, I actually want to talk, and then she talked some bullshit at us.
I feel really for the defendant's story. He had a very hard life. I feel for that because I did too. I had a very, very hard life. From as early as I can remember, people would taunt me. They'd call me Jackpot Jackie. because I'm from a wealthy family. And then as I got older, I was bullied every day, multiple times a day, for being tall and thin.
Jacques was speaking, and I love her, but I hate her. I think she's a bitch, but she's beautiful. But everything she said, I relate to, but I don't.
And you know what else I could have done with my parents' money? I could have gone to Fiji, Cancun, Greece, Italy, you name it. On repeat for the rest of my life, I could have done that. But guess what? I've already been to those places. So I wanted to make my own path. I wanted to make Cinnamon and Sparrow.
There was a lot of stuff said that didn't really have anything to do with anything.
Yes, I come from a wealthy family. But I ask you, is it my fault that I was born with a credit card in my mouth?
You know, I don't really understand why Jacques felt the need to get up and brag about her money and her lifestyle, but I don't get anything about how this case was presented.
I know you feel bad for Mr. Morris, whose story has affected me as well. But what about me?
Let me follow Ross.
Thank you.
The Ross Kimball.
And that pretty much wraps up the evidence and the arguments. So we're going to have deliberations starting tomorrow morning, and you will be given the exhibits. The foreperson will preside over the deliberations and speak for you here in court. It is your duty as jurors to consult with one another with a view towards reaching an agreement if you can do so. Your verdict, whether liable or not liable, must be unanimous.
I'm just happy the whole thing's winding down, to be honest. I don't think deliberation's going to take that long. I think it's pretty obvious how we should all vote.
You don't get to vote, remember?
I'd hate to disagree with Mars Bar over here, but I think we're going to be deliberating for a while. You know, there's a lot of factors, a lot of evidence to go through. Who knows how long this is going to take?
Noah, how do you feel about this all coming to a close?
I feel, babe, how do you feel?
I feel anxious about it.
Yeah, I feel anxious about it mostly. That's pretty much how I feel.
Is that how you feel?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Cara, não tá dando bola pra mais nada mais essas horas, né?
Also, can I just point out to Vanessa that I may have to vote if something were to happen to one of you? Not impossible.
Cara, esse maluco, velho. As horas o Ross tá ligando pra emissora e falando que estão transmitindo sem os direitos a parada.
Fingers crossed, today is the last day. We're going to deliberate, hopefully, today. I have no idea what could come up, what can come up. It always seems like there's something.
A parada de graça.
Good morning.
Aí vai cair na live
shirt,
pra
Vanessa.
sempre.
Thank you.
It's true, with your eyes. Gorgine.
Thank you. I'm ready to deliberate.
Guys, big news. Lone Pine director, canceled. Yeah, canceled. Done. Dead. Guess he called some bitch sweetheart or something like that. Can't do that. Anyway, let's do this. Let's focus.
I just had this really, really, really bad feeling that not only going to have people who are on the fence, but we're going to have people who are on opposite sides of the fence. The judge did confirm yesterday that it has to be unanimous, so makes me a little bit nervous.
Like when I came to this, I was totally fine with being a face in the crowd, you know?
That's what you want?
Oh, I could just be chilling right here. I could be giving my input. Let somebody else lead this shit.
Well, what you think now?
É o líder do negócio que tem que falar o que foi a parada.
I don't know what we're gonna do to come to a conclusion on this one. The fact that I have to stand up and deliver the news that at the very least one person is not gonna like to hear just kind of gives me butterflies a little.
I remember you told me that you did not want to be foreman and for person. And I also did not want to be foreperson. I'm glad he is, not me.
Yeah.
Let me check everybody out. Y'all snapped off.